Shalom, Israel. It's your boy New Breed coming through with another live stream. Religious hypocrites and the world we living in. We got another epic topic for the day. I see people rolling in the chat pretty quick. As you enter the stream, make sure you mash the thumbs up button. We got a lot to discuss today. $144,000. 144,000. That number may resonate with some of y'all in the chat. Some of y'all who new to the channel may not know what that number means. So let me inform you. 144,000 is the saints that's going to be sealed in the last days. And these saints are men. Now, that doesn't include the families that's underneath these men. That doesn't include the families that will be called by those men's name to take away their reproach. See, the Most High ordained leaders over each and every family. Some family, they won't follow those leaders. Some will. But it's 144,000 going to be sealed. That's not a lot of people. No matter how you slice it, in a world of billions of people, 144,000 families sealed and delivered through this tumultuous time. It's not that many people. Got to marinate on that. As the Bible says, a lot of people are going to call the Lord's name. They're going to say, Lord, Lord, Lord. Haven't I casted out spirits and demons in your name? Haven't I done wonderful works here on this earth? Haven't I been charitable? And the Lord is going to say, depart from me. I never knew you. Never knew you. So what that means is you got a world full of hypocrites, religious hypocrites. Whole lot of them. Now, I never been one to stray away. I never been one to stray away from shaking things up. Even with people who have a similar belief system to my own. I never been afraid to speak the truth, regardless of how it affects individuals, how they feel. Even people who are in my belief system, they deserve to be shaken up as well. We have to question ourselves a lot. We have to question our own motives or motivations. We got to really examine ourselves and examine what we see, what we believe. And for those that don't know, me personally, I stand on biblical principles. I consider myself a pro-life advocate. I consider myself a traditional man. I follow the 10 Commandments. I believe in the Holy Bible. I believe in being a traditional man according to the Holy Bible. All right? So you have other individuals who seem to believe in the same belief system, but they lack humility. They lack humility. And let's make this clear. The Bible and religion have nothing to do with each other. There's no connection between the Bible and religion. Religion was created to separate individuals. Religion is man-made. The Bible is words inspired by the Most High God. It's a history book. It's much more than fables and allegories. Nobody in the world is looking for Quran prophecy, Buddha prophecy, Nostradamus. All of those prophecies failed. The whole entire world is looking towards the Bible, especially individuals who consider themselves scholars. All right? But I've come to realize in this truth, understanding what's going on in the world, becoming socially aware, I come to realize that a lot of people in the so-called truth, and I put that in quotations, A lot of these people lack humility. And what's the purpose of having all this knowledge of the scriptures? What's the purpose of having all of the laws, statutes, and commandments in your memory bank? What's the point of knowing all these verses, being able to articulate these verses? What's the point of sharing all these scriptures on Facebook and other social media platforms? What's the point when you don't have empathy or humility towards your brother or sister? I mean, what's the point if you forget to love your neighbor like you love yourself? What's the point? All it creates is dead works. And people become religious hypocrites. Straight up hypocrites. I spoke about Nick Cannon and his situation with Viacom. And I was surprised some of the responses I got from that particular live stream, because, you know, you got to have a sense of humility when brothers or sisters are waking up to what's going on in the world. And they're making a concerted effort to change things. You have to have a level of compassion towards those individuals. You have to show humility. I mean, this brother spoke out against Viacom. A host of others fell victim to Viacom, being left without anything. Some of these people even mysteriously passed away. But instead of brothers and sisters who know the truth, know who they are, who have awakened to knowledge, showing humility, because this brother spoke his mind, caused a great rift. I think Nick Cannon speaking out caused a great conversation among the whole nation. It had an impact, a huge impact. It put a lot of conversations on the table. But because this gentleman apologized, maybe in fear of his life, maybe in fear of losing support, people who lack humility showed their true colors. And I want to point out something. Some of these same religious people who showed their true colors, these same people may work in the medical industry. These people may have witnessed medical malpractice for several years and haven't blew a whistle, haven't spoken up. Some of these people may work in a fast food restaurant chain and witness brothers deal with food, or people, you know, bad customer service, people tarnishing the food, haven't spoke up. Some of these same people are a part of churches, and they know that the pastor is fleecing the flock. They know that it's a certain amount of money in church funds coming up short, and it's going into the pockets of those who show greed. But they haven't said anything. Some of these people work a 9 to 5 every single day, get their ideas stolen from them, get mistreated at the workplace, refuse to go to HR and speak up. But when a gentleman who worked for Viacom for 20 years speaks up and says anything and takes the backlash behind it, we have the nerve to criticize. We have the nerve to criticize. Religious hypocrites. And I'm not afraid to call people out on it. People who are in my belief system. People who claim to be the real people of the book. People who claim to honor the commandments. People who claim to be so holy. And now the true colors are showing. Because our people seem to want to see blood. Our people seem to want to see the next man fall. We want to see the next man out there holding a bucket out, begging for change. We don't want to see each other succeed. And you know what? Somebody got to turn the light on and show these people, show their true colors and their true motives. And I'm not afraid to, you know, make enemies in this truth. These churches right now are opening up the doors for COVID-19 testing. A few months back, I spoke on how these churches will begin to become processing centers. And that's what's happening. Check your local churches. They're giving free COVID testing for a disease that has 0.0.4 mortality rate. A 99% survival rate. These churches are opening the doors for testing. What are they preparing us for? But these so-called religious people who believe in the laying of hands to cure diseases, these religious people who believe that sickness can be healed, these same people are going to be lined up getting tested because they fear for their lives. It's time to get out of those churches. Christ himself said these churches have become a den of thieves. You got a lot of religious folk in there saying, Lord, Lord, Lord. And these same people are going to be willing to line up at these churches, not only get tested, but in the near future. And you heard it here first. In the near future, that's going to be a processing center for vaccinations as well. Now remember, 144,000. 144,000. Bill Gates says he wants all 7 billion people to get vaccinations. That's what he said, right? All 7 billion for a disease that has a 0.0.4 mortality rate and a 99% survival rate. So you can see the mass majority of people, they're not going to have common sense. They're not going to have the understanding to avoid this, because it seems that this world, along with powers that we can't see, are basically pushing an agenda that's chipping away at our psyche. It's chipping away at our mental status. It's chipping away at our power to fight, our power to stand in faith, and it's chipping away at the mass majority of people. So, the religious hypocrites, you have no place in that 144,000. It's time to question your own humility, your own empathy. It's time to really follow this truth. Because the people who are emotional, the people who are easily led, the people who want to see their brothers destroyed, the people who want to see blood from their fellow comrades, the people who don't love their neighbors, the people who are not righteous, the people who don't want to follow the truth, but want to be religious and use words and try to convey themselves a certain way, you're going to be destroyed. And that's just how it is. It's time to get on the right path. Because listen, all of us fall short of the glory. All of us have our issues. All of us have problems. All of us are fighting the flesh. All of us are fighting sin. So you got to be careful before you go casting stones at brothers and sisters, and you need to check yourself. And that's just what I wanted to say for today. Quick message. Just a quick message for today. Don't be a religious hypocrite Because if you do, you're going to go to the broad path that leads to destruction. Work on you. Work on your family. Try to become a better you. Stop being so quick to judge the next person. Be there for your brothers and sisters. That's the message for today. Hopefully this video helped you out in your walk and your journey. Thank y'all for watching. With that being said, shalom and peace.